Now, this video is going to go up on YouTube, this little pit here. So, hey YouTube, shadows, whether you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube now or later, I just wanted to explain the videos that I'm going to be uploading, or that I have uploaded depending on when this comes out. But essentially I do this thing where I have a command where I'm pretty sure it's this one, or is it, and then there's another one, I think. Is it weapon? No. Armour? Fuck, what was the other? No. Shit, I'm just trying to remember now. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know all my commands off by heart. I don't know all my commands. I just heard myself twice there. Sorry about that. Can you try to promise me you won't ever fade? It's class. That's class right there. So, exclamation point exotic and exclamation point class. Basically, they are as they say. With exotic, here's a list of exotic weapons you could choose from for me to run in a Destiny 2 raid. There's 3 slides, 3 weapon slots. You can only, of course, choose one at a time. I'm pretty sure I made it that you can vote for one each, but pardon me, let's just double check. Yeah, here we go. Selections per participant. Jesus. So you can pick 3. I'm gonna show you this here. You could pick 3, right? You could pick 3. And the ideal thing that you should be doing is, hang on. Cool. The ideal thing that you should be doing is picking 1 from each slide. So you got Titan Exotics. I know my face cam's in the way, but you got Titan Exotics, Warlock Exotics, and Hunter Exotics. And most people see the first page and just choose the first page, which is fine because I'm main Titan anyway. But you're allowed to choose 1 of each. If not, I'm pretty sure you should be allowed to choose 3 from one slide. I honestly can't remember. But they're there. And then my job is to run that in a raid. Hopefully, like in a full raid. If I get kicked out of a raid, like if I join a raid and I get kicked out, it is what it is. But the goal is to complete a raid. So if I get voted Helm of Saint and I don't finish a raid with it, I'm going to have to do another raid until I get a full completion with the Helm. So that's the gist of that. Then it gets marked off and I add another one, because you're probably wondering, that's not all the Titan Exotics. Well, I can only add so many at a time and I don't want to overcrowd it. So I add 10. I got the list and I just add 10 as I go. Unless, of course, a shadow makes a suggestion, then I can put it on the list. But yeah, it just goes down the list, which is why there's only a select few of them at this stage. If there's any that are tied, I'll just pick one, or you shadows can pick one in the heat of the moment. The results refresh every time, so once one is chosen, say for example Scythians, then it gets refreshed. Start again. Yeah. And then if we go to the other one, these are weapons. So with the weapons, of course, again, you can only pick 1. But for this, I'm pretty sure I allow you to pick 3. So you can choose a primary slot, an energy slot, and a heavy slot. Oh my god, bro. Sorry, I'm super fucking tired and just got off work. When a weapon is chosen, what I have been doing lately, especially because, let's be honest, my streams aren't that big. I don't have a lot of people that come in and watch me when I'm actually live. Besides the point, what I do is I keep a record of which ones. I keep a record of which ones were like the exotic armor. I keep a record of this. So like, let's just say I do sit-ins, and then I keep in mind that Icefall would have been next, like second place, and then either Stronghold and no backup planks in the or Helm of Saint 14, and I tear them down. So then if I don't have a vote and I've got a raid I got to do, I'll just pick one from that list that got a vote last time. You know what I mean? So I keep it rolling as much as I can. The only raid I'm not doing this in at the moment, just to specify, not doing, because I'm not comfortable. Comfortable. I can't even repeat what I just said. I try to say confident and comfortable at the same time. My brain's just stupid. Sorry if you can hear noise of bins moving and fucking dogs barking and all that shit, but or whatever else you hear outside. But I lost my train of thought. Good YouTube video. Yeah, sorry, Salvation's Edge. So I'm not confident, I'm not comfortable. No one else really is confident or comfortable with that either. Therefore, I know that people get kicked if they fuck about in Salvations because of how annoying it can be, especially with the third or fourth account. I can't remember which encounter it is, the one with the shapes, the 3D shapes. I haven't even completed Salvation's Edge yet, as of recording this on the 24th of January 2025. So that's kind of out of the question, right? So just want to double check. I didn't change it. Hang on. Professional, everybody. I'm a professional. Professional. But yeah, I haven't even completed a Salvation's Edge run yet. Right, so that's one raid I won't be fucking about in. But other raids, like anything, literally any other raid, I'm pretty comfortable in. I haven't played in a while, but fairly comfortable in, not needing to worry too much about it. I try to get away with it. If the Skullfort videos come out before or after this, but I got like Insurmountable Skullfort got voted for, and I had to play through Garden of Salvation with it. And at the end, like, no one batted an eyelid until the very end when we were getting motes. One of the guys was like, "Hey Shadow, you know, Twilight Arsenal's probably a lot better than you running that." And like the Striker Titan with Insurmountable Skullfort, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm aware. I just want to get these modes quick, you know, just like kind of like an ad clearing thing. I just tried to weasel my way out of him questioning my choice of exotic, which, fair enough. If I saw someone running it, I'd be like, what is this dude doing in a raid running Insurmountable Skullfort? It's just not really ideal. People may argue that there's builds out there, but it's not ideal for like meta or whatever. So I try to get through the whole raid just running whatever it may be. I've also done a raid. I did Garden of Salvation again, and I ran through using the Jade Rabbit. Now this video might be a little on the long side, but I'm trying to just kind of bullet point it. It's hard because my brain is just bleh. But we'll just, if we stick to the armor for now, that's how it's going to work. You can pick 3. I'll run it in the raid. Got to complete the raid with it, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. If I don't finish it, I'm not uploading it to YouTube. It will be on Twitch, of course, and other platforms if I decide to stream there, but for now, yeah, that's how it's going to work, right? Exotic armor, done. Boom. And I've made drips for every single exotic armor so far, and I will be making or looking up builds or like suggested builds for that, hence that armor, to make it, just to capitalize on it a little bit more, so I'm not completely throwing the raid team. Now, if we go to weapons, how the weapons are going to work, and I just wanted, the whole reason I'm making this video is mainly about the weapon stuff. Just to clarify, a weapon getting chosen is not going to be me running the whole raid only using that. Realistically, you got to be changing up your weapons. You got to be using snipers, shotguns, fusion rifles, whatever you can. You got to be using an energy weapon if you want to get the raid done efficiently, right? You got to think about what you got to actually run. I'm not going to switch off the exotic if I can get away with it. Again, I need to play the whole thing with it, and then that's that. I will probably not upload it, depending if I have to switch to something else. If it's detrimental and we can't complete the raid without it, I'll have to switch. But until then, most raids like Garden, you can kind of get away with it. I don't have to use it like solely. I can use my energy, my heavy, or whatever weapon that isn't an exotic. I can use other weapons. I can use my abilities. I can use my super. It's not a literal only the weapon run, which I know sounds cool and enticing, but realistically, if people play raids, you know that it probably can't be done. Nor do I want to put other people through hell trying to do that. So, for example, like when I ran the Jaded Rabbit, I had like other weapons, but my primary weapon, or at least the weapon that I was using, was the Jade Rabbit. So that's how that's gonna work. So for example, if we use a primary like Sweet Business, I have to use that as my primary weapon. If I use an energy slot weapon, then I will try to primarily use it, but of course I'll be sparing and mindful of ammo and situations where I should not be using my energy weapon, and use just a random legendary primary or my heavy. Same with the heavy, I'll be using mainly my primary and special. I'm not going to run around killing ads with my heavy unless of course it's appropriate, but I will be using it for damage, which is where it's going to be a big kicker. Once the heavy weapons start getting voted for, that's the real fucking kicker, man. That's the real kicker. But that's the gist of it. This video I just wanted this video to explain it to people that are unsure about how the rules or the fine lines work of this thing. And I wasn't going to upload them originally. I actually did quite a few raids with Armour people had voted for in the past. However, I thought it'd be a cool idea to document it and upload it. It'd be kind of fun, especially if I'm running with randoms instead of my regular group now, because a lot of the regular group just don't play Destiny anymore. And to each their own. I still love the game, but a lot of people don't these days, which is fair enough, you know. Again, to each their own. But that's the end of this little video for YouTube. We're going to go back to the stream and just keep doing my Destiny stream. One last thing I will show before I go. Don't need to worry about this Ash of War list because that's for Elden Ring. But these two lists here might be a bit hard to see because they're quite small probably on the stream. But we got the armor here, and we got the weapons here. When it's highlighted bold with a little X at the end there, it's finished. See these? I don't know if you can, but there's ones here with it equals and then a number. Those are the ones that I had done originally without recording, and that I'm going to be going back through and doing. Of course, I'll prioritize voted ones, but the next one, for example, I'll be running in a raid will be Kepri's Horn, and then 3, and then so on and so on and so on until I've caught up with all the ones I've already done. I've done a few on my Warlock and Hunter as well, and then I'll go back to my weapons and then just play whatever. Now, if a weapon has a vote but an armor doesn't have a vote, I'm going to prioritize doing the weapon first. So those, even though they're on separate slides, they will count towards each other in a way. So like if, let's just say, for example, out of all the votings, Tractor Cannon has 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever votes, and then fucking Icefall Mantle has 2. I look at those 2 numbers across all of the slides, and I'll pick the one with the highest vote, and then that one get pulled down, and so on. So will be switching between the two. I'm not doing armor first, I'm not doing weapons first. I'm doing like a mix, right? So I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have anywhere that you might be at any point in time that I can, right? So I wanted to make the video to kind of semi-explain it to you enough that you should hopefully understand. But it's totally fine if you don't. Anywho, let's cancel this YouTube video. Like, subscribe. If we hit 10,000 likes, I will be shirtless for a whole stream. I think that's pretty good. And unrealistic. But yeah, just put this up on YouTube so that people can watch it anytime. And if people ask in the chat, I can easily link it if they want to watch it, or just answer their questions directly if need be. But anywho, let's get back to Destiny. I need to change my webcam primarily because I noticed the bitch is auto-focusing again, even though I turn that off every fucking time.